are optimistic he won't be on the sideline much longer. Mitchell gives to Gobert. Fumble both categories of points and rebounds. Here's Conley, who struggled to start the year for Utah. His rhythm in the bubble. Bogdanovich frees himself. One true point guard on this roster. Doesn't seem to matter. Mitchell sheds his defender in Beverly, waltzes down the lane, and in his right wrist has recovered, but again did not make it down to Orlando in the bubble for Utah. O'Neal loses the pitch, left alone for three. Tied it up here at 10. Clippers shooting 4 of 6 from the floor. They shot only 35% in that opening game against the Lakers a week ago.
He's setting excellent picks for their teammates to use.
3 on the way from O'Neal. Rumors and myths that were, to be honest, I was saddened about. Oh, a tough shot for Mitchell over the. Bogdanovich with a seductive ball fake, but two.
And you have Favors blocking shots.
Favors started all but 20 of his games for Utah in the 8 years that he played for the Jazz before going to New Orleans for his season. Mitchell for 3. To the hands of Joe Ingles, who steps into the rhythmic 3, one of the league leaders in front of his natural habitat, but does set a screen for Mitchell. Mitchell draws a crowd and gives it to Clarkson. A nice boost off the bench for Utah. Great defense. Man tries to fight over a Gobert.
It is a mythical creature. It sheds its legs as it burrows.
Ingles to Gobert, the tallest player on the floor.
He's a scorer.
He has taken 11 shots. He's made 10 of them here in the precast of the year, Christmas night. We hope you join us. 20-19, Utah out in front. Clarkson for another 3. He's played well here. Ingles eases into a transition 3, right?
And shoot a basketball left-handed. How does that happen?
You're very gifted. That's how that happened.
Luke decided, I'm going to play basketball and shoot a left-hand. I'm going to play football and throw the ball in my right hand.
Clarkson for 3.
Make it. All that hard work went to waste.
Good foul inside by the
part of that elbow series that Ty Lue loves to run. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Mike Conley to Harrison. Plenty of time on the clock for Clarkson, but he flings a 3. Just can do so. He brings it across half court. Gets a running 3 in the air. No. Everybody, especially that front office, very optimistic. Is Clarkson late in the clock. Good defense by the Clippers. Fades and puts up a shot. Lue is 2 for 2 tonight. That makes him 11 for 12 in the preseason. Gobert, the press conference with the Jazz that he would miss running into Mike Fratello in Cleveland at their local hangout. Says Bogdanovich misfires on a good defense by Paul George. 5 to shoot. And the Jazz under duress. Here is Ingles. Rises for a good look at a 3. For what it's worth, the Clippers were a top 5 defense. And Conley gives it to Bogdanovich, who got scoring going early for Utah. They give to Clarkson, who misses. Back up top to Rubio.
I was going to Rubio next. Okay.
I like Rubio coming back there. I'm not sold on Minnesota, but you know, those are my people. I used to live and be in Minnesota, so I'm rooting for them. I just didn't think that they had it, but thought about a deep 3 late in the clock. Contested mid-range with those long arms. He can't fire it up. Gives to Clarkson, who's not shot. Neal controls for the Jazz. Finds Clarkson for 3.
Thought you'd get Lou Williams 10 shots, 8 shots. 10
I'm still in preseason mode too. I'm
right.
still in preseason mode. Bogdanovich. I am not concerned about Kawhi Leonard as
right baseline. Turn to that left shoulder.
On control, Favors recovers it. Clarkson defends it well, but Ingles able to get it into Conley. Ball reverses. To any indication, Leonard hasn't played many minutes along with Paul George in the preseason. They have opened half. O'Neal with a ball fake frees him. Gobert open for 3. But
back so deep, or he has a wide open look at the rim.
Conley. Ingles, good closeout by Mitchell. Shot out of a cannon back the other way.
Get to shoot free throws as often as guys who are drivers and slashers.
Conley for the year, but everyone is in effect. 55-48 Utah leads with a minute to play or so in this first half. Mitchell.
Luke, just a missed layup.
Mitchell and the Jazz looking to go 2 for 1 here. They'll have the ball to open up the third quarter as well. Mitchell rumbles down the lane, throws it high off.
Turnover and give Utah the ball.
Shot clock is dark for Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz. They'll lead going into the break. The question will be by how much. John Tucker is out there, former teammate of Mitchell, averaging 10 made threes a game. But Utah with 13 makes in that first half. Bogdanovich got it started with a three for Utah. Clippers were just 7 of 18 in that second quarter. Conley is into play, and I know this because my son Henry just did a project on the history of basketball. 10 shots prior coming into this game. O'Neal in some trouble, finds the outlet as an entire training camp for the Clippers, not making excuses. They're going to go out there and try to win the ball games, obviously, but this is not going to be a finished product at the new year. Gobert out of his comfort zone, gives to Mitchell, who's pretty much lethal inside the logo. 3 to shoot. Bogdanovich, a catch and shoot through.
A couple of years ago, within the last 2 or 3 years, that Utah was the team that started out with some crazy imbalance in their schedule. Way more away games to start out, and they were just around 500 maybe, or a little below 500. Everybody said, well, wait a minute, it's going to turn around for it.
58, 4 minutes, Celtics third quarter clock. Clippers trying to find some kind of rhythm here. Have struggled since the first quarter, where they were electric at one point in time with 13 of 20 from
Wide open look.
Gobert sets the screen for Mitchell, who ignores it. They feed to Bogdanovich. Mitchell weaves his way inside, and Conley with a floater. Is that a concern that he doesn't get to the free throw line all that much? He does drive inside there. No, favors with a rebound. Passes up a great look. Perhaps 6. Clippers trail by 10. Clarkson controls for Utah.
You hate to see him miss a shot, don't you?
I really believe that was a pass. There is points, 8 assists. Ball movement by the Jazz. It's a good season. Ingles fakes the pass extension. The two are very close friends. In fact, Reggie stayed at one of PG's houses here in Los Angeles during the quarter. Niang finds Clarkson, who disappears behind the Phoenix Suns. They won both of them, scoring at least 110 plus points. Miss for Lou Williams here in the preseason. Conley, a quick 3 down that shot, misfires. Clarkson has it for Utah. Another screen set by Gobert. Clarkson gets Clarkson with cruel and
getting up off the ground because he was complaining to the official.
Last possession for Utah in the quarter. They'll take a sizable lead into the final 12 minutes of the preseason. Conley, no. Rebound man. A double clutching for the post-game show with Jeannie Zalesko and Corey McGinty. Brought to you by Nissan. Niang lobs it to Niang. A floater is good.
They change up on the defense. 2-3 zone by the Clippers.
Forrest gives to Shaquille Harrison. Oni, a local kid. And now it's Niang. Steps behind the three-point line. Boy, he looked. Forrest down the lane. The floater, no. Harrison for Utah with 7:15 to play in this fourth quarter. Elijah Hughes is out there for Quinn Snyder. He has seen enough of his main rotation, and he should feel good. Oni for 3.
He cut back door. There was no one to pass to.
Kawhi Leonard could do that, but maybe nobody. Under 6 to play. Harrison with a nifty. Clippers played before that against the Lakers on the 22nd. Check your local listings. Oni to Brantley for a catch and shoot 3. Brantley has it. Here is Oni. 50 courts have been redone in community centers, and great article today in The Athletic. If you haven't read it, you should. People around the league voted at who the best owner was, and it was a runaway of Steve Ballmer. It's not a surprise for those of us. The more we pitch in together, the faster this whole night.
That's from 42 feet away, 44 feet away to the rim.
No, they haven't. There have been some individual efforts that I like. There's a lot of work to get done. I'm not concerned that it won't get accomplished. Likely the final possession for the Jazz here.